Good morning children, welcome for today's lecture. Today I am going to take a lesson that is unit 2.2, the souvenir. So first, what is the meaning of souvenir? A thing that is kept as a reminder of a person, place or event. What it is? A thing, whatever it is kept as a reminder. Even after long years pass by, it is kept as a reminder, maybe of a person, maybe of a place, maybe of a thing. That is souvenir. So here, what it is, Siley, her experience on the visit to the moon. What all things she faced and what was her experience. That is explained in this lesson. Here Siley was sitting gazingly on the window, not knowing what to do. At last she thought she was thinking of herself, and they had decided, her school friends had decided to go for a picnic in the moon. And in those days going for a trip was highly impossible. As her mummy says, hardly they had gone to nearby places, not such far places, but even then her parents allowed her to go to the moon. So after that, what happened? they reached the moon, and first they go to the Neil Armstrong base. To make you stay on the moon pleasant and comfortable, there were certain precautions to follow on this moon. 1/6 that of the earth is gravitational force. Human settlements on the moon equivalent to that of the earth has been artificially maintained, but outside those settlements, the gravitational force of the moon is at work. By entering into moon, that is gravitational force pulls up. We cannot walk as we walk on the ground. Then in the second time, there were 3 days program. It was totally jam-packed. According to the earth calculation, the moon, there were 15 days of light, 15 days of night time. 3 days of trip were going on, night to the moon. On one of the most important program of the first day was Skywatch. So 3 days program was there, and their first place was to go and watch the Skywatch. And what it was foggy, and the stars were seen rarely and only very faintly. In that, what it was very foggy, covered with snow, and stars could not be seen. There was no atmosphere in the moon, and it was total on the dark background of the moon sky, the stars dazzling bright. The darkness was there, and in that shining stars could be seen. The most attractive was that of the disk of the earth. In the moon sky, the earth looked 13 times bigger than the moon on the earth. It was also 70 times brighter. The earth fell on the moon. Light fell on the moon. This beautiful enchanting view made Siley and her friends ecstatic. They fell asleep, feeling happy, excited and comfortable at the same time. So, by entering into viewing the Skywatch, the most bright part of the interesting part was the disk of the earth. It was looking 13 times bigger and 70 times brighter, and it was totally very surprising. And at last, feeling tired, they fell asleep. Second day was circus on the moon, and what is the speciality of the circus? The unique feature of the circus was the seating arrangement, how the spectators had to sit. The spectators were made to sit in the tent, and circus was going outside. Second day program was the circus tent, and the spectators were allowed to sit inside the tent, and the circus was going outside the tent. The high jumps and long jumps were there. On both sides, besides the main attraction, much time was reserved for visiting the various settlements. It was expected that students should spend some time for self-study, and teacher had asked to prepare an assignment of what all things they had watched in the moon. Then on the third day, teacher took them to the place of historical importance. What it is, 100 years ago, Neil Armstrong had landed at this place. Everyone was looking forward to this visit to the historical monument. It was the oldest place of the man in the moon. The first footprint of Neil Armstrong was preserved on the moonland. Beside the footprint was a great statue of Armstrong. At the base of the statue were carved the first words uttered by a human on the moon: "One small step for a man, one giant leap of mankind." So on the third day, what they went to a place of historical importance. That is where Neil Armstrong, who was the first person who landed on the moon. And his first footprint of Neil Armstrong was preserved there, and letters were written in block letters. What it was written? "One small step for a man, one giant leap of mankind." If you take one small step, you can take a giant leap of mankind. You can reach to your heights. That was written there. Then the next attraction of the children was going to wear the space suits for the first time. Space suits. They were going to roam outside, experience gravitation. The gravitation means pulling the force. So with that force, they wore the space suits in order to visit the moon. Be careful when you walk your children. Don't run or sprint, you will fall. Teacher was warning repeatedly, but who was in the mood to listen? They hopped, jumped and ran around. Teacher went on giving instruction. Don't jump, don't run because gravitational force is there. So be very careful. But children were least bothered. They were enjoying themselves. Buy ornaments specially made from stones on the moon. Very cheap, cheaper than those available in the shops in the settlement. There were shops and there were ornaments made of stones and they were very cheap. Cheaper and better, at least have a look. The roadside shops screamed at the top of their voice. Roadside vendors, they come, have a look. If you don't purchase, at least have a look and go. Buy sister, buy. And selling these earrings really cheap. Saying this, he approached Siley and displayed the sets of shining stones earrings. Siley suddenly remembered her mother. Tomorrow they were start to return their return journey. She had completely forgotten her mother in the last 3 days. She felt terribly guilty. So she came near the earring shop and she wanted to purchase the earrings. On seeing the beauty, she thought of her mother. She had visited for the last 3 days of her trip. She totally forgot her mother, but she felt very guilty of thinking about that, and she purchased earrings made of stones for her mother. But these sisters don't think much cheaper and better. Siley looked around the other children and proceeded ahead. Those who were along with Siley, they all moved ahead, and Siley was remaining there to purchase earrings. Come on, give me these red earrings quick. Siley pointed at them and asked, what's the price? She purchased the earring and asked the price. Siley immediately paid the amount, took the earrings and ran to catch up with her. She gave the money, purchased the earrings and ran in order to reach with the friends. On returning home, Siley told her mother very enthusiastically, Mother, look, I have brought for you. Her mother picked up the earrings. She exclaimed, hello dear, how am I going to wear such heavy earrings? When she reached home, she told her mother, Mummy, see, I brought earrings for you. It's very beautiful. And looking at the earrings, her mother asked, my dear, how can I wear these earrings? It's so heavy. Siley immediately realized her mistake. Siley had purchased the earrings, the field of moon's gravity. She had purchased according to the moon's gravitational force and not according to the earth. So it was very heavy and it was not possible for her mother to wear those earrings. So understood? So this is the lesson of the Siley's trip towards the moon. 3 days. First day what all things she saw. First day's program, children on the moon. Second is Skywatch. Third is Neil Armstrong basement and what all things she saw and what all things she purchased and how she realized the mistake after purchasing the earrings because of the gravitational force. Understood? So this is the hard words. Gazing, description, captured, missed, appeared gradually, exorbitantly. One word may come, so in a thing that is kept as a reminder of a person, place or event, or amazement, abate to reduce, exorbitantly, excessively, contented, satisfied, panorama, an unbroken view of an entire surrounding area. This is the meaning. One word may come, give one word for an unbroken view of an entire surrounding area. So what you will give? Panorama. In the same way, thing that is kept as a reminder of a person, place or event, one word, souvenir. So I hope you might have understood this lesson. Read the lesson, moving your fingers. At least read twice so that you can develop your reading habit and your pronunciation can also be improved, and then only your language, it will be easy for you. Reading is the best method to improve your language. Understood? So we will meet in the next lecture. Till then, take care. Thank you.